Well, Mase responds to Cameron's track off the program. This is Jordan Tower and M.Reck TV. Make sure you hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. And yo, Reck, what's good, man?
Salute JT. I'm good, fam.
What's good, man? So we had the program come out, what, just a week and a half ago, right?
Yeah,
With
I would
Cameron.
say we can have a go.
He had this track called "It's Killer" on the intro. Run down. I'll run it down real quick. You know,
Mhm.
he said I have the lyrics on the screen, but he said 97 drugs, huh? I moved a big man. He gets right into Mase, some personal stories with Mase. He says, Mase called me, said, "Yo, I'm stuck inside some bitch's house. Her boyfriend at the door. Could I hurry up and get him out?" He said, "All right, what's the address?" Homie said Kingsbridge, and he said, "Oh, that's perfect. I had some people on Banesbridge." Then he said, "Yeah, we play, but believe it ain't no game, kid." Hopped off the elevator, aimed it at the lame lid. I ain't give a
Mm.
damn. Yeah, Cam, I was gung ho. Got this dude home, and he passed me $100. So Mace played him like only $100 to save your life, and he said, told him straight up, I ain't feeling him. Let me curve this dude before I end up killing him. I would make
Mm.
80K on a lazy day. Then I watched him play Pop Lottie against Baby Maine. I don't know what that means, but it's probably pretty personal. Then he said, at this time, I'm moving heroin in Maryland. They both died, and this dude turned reverend.
Mm.
So that's basically it. We don't have to go in more than that. I mean, that was personal with Mace. Mace fired back with the Oracle today and
Yes, sir.
ethered. I mean, Cameron's has a chance to come back, but this is like an ether to me. Like
Yeah,
every
definitely.
bar for 4 minutes is just
Like he was gunning
personal,
for Cam. Like this was something. Like he might have just heard it last night and just went
crazy.
off
And he went
the
off on
energy.
that Blueprint Jay-Z Blueprint beat. Took that, went in.
That okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he took that Jay-Z
Right.
Blueprint beat, went in, and he started off by just lightly talking, saying, Dame told you what to do, and look at his karma. Like, look
Palmer.
where
Yeah.
Dame's at right now. Don't got Jay-Z, anything. Then he goes right in for Cameron's thing was wearing pink, said he's a pussy boy wearing pink. Everything
Mm-hmm.
was put. And then he said, you send them pussy dudes to the hill to trap me in the V. Now, Rec and I were
Mm.
wondering, like, the hill to me is like, I'm not a Harlem guy, right? So, like, but like, where is the
He
hill?
probably talking about
One,
Sugar Hill.
okay,
Remember?
maybe, but the hill, isn't that up by the Rucker? 140 something in Broadway or something? Is that the hill? Because there's a, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think he talking about Sugar Hill. I don't know.
But supposedly he's saying he tried to have him set up or something because they had a little
Hmm.
beef after that. Even though now Mace says in the song that he's responsible for the Dipset movement because he introduced Cameron to Biggie and then untook him to what Epic, right?
Yep.
And
Facts.
that was the start of Dipset. Obviously, Dipset sparked off more with The Rock, you know. And then he also comments about signing Joel Santana on some Diddy shit, like
Mm.
jerking him.
Jerking him. Jerking you records. Raping you records.
Talk about the tax situation and talk about that.
Yeah, he basically spoke on Tax Stone saying Cameron was a snitch when he threw up the rock
That happened a
sign.
year and a half ago. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. When Tax was still home. And he said Cameron was a snitch because when he got shot, he said, all I know, some dudes threw up the rock sign right
Right.
before they shot me.
Right. And he's
So,
insinuating that Jay Z had it set up, but really it was some DC Crips that really did it because he was driving a blue Lambo. Remember? He was driving that
mm-hmm.
blue Lambo.
Fact.
But and then remember the camera had a whole press conference with his arm in a sling, and then he did that song with Hell Rel. That's the song that I remember that really put Hell Rel on with Dipset because he was fresh
Yeah,
home. And
facts.
he said, what do you say? I keep something in my trunk in the front. That would remember that one? He said, my
Mm-hmm.
car's like an elephant, the trunk in the front.
Trunk is in the front. Yep,
Then he
definitely.
goes, he takes a shot at the Paid in Full where he plays Rico, and he says, "Where was all that Rico shit when you left Jim in Rucker Park?" This is when Dipset got attacked in Rucker Park by. Go ahead with this one, Rec.
By Junior Mafia.
Over what?
Um, I don't even. I don't even understand what that beef was about.
Man,
Truthfully.
I remember them breaking it down. I think he broke it down in some interview. C's did, And it had something to do with what's the other dude that was a part of Junior Mafia?
Well, Gutter.
Yeah,
It was C Gutter and I
what was the
want to
other guy?
say what's the homie
D
that's
Rock, was it D Rock?
D Rock? It might have been D Rock.
It was something with D Rock, and there was something with the game, and there's this footage. You guys can look it up online. In fact, we'll try to link it in the description. But Jim Jones running
Yeah,
in
I don't
Rucker Park.
even remember what that's about. I'm gonna have to call C's on that.
I have footage of Jim talking about that incident too, where he jumped up on the patio wagon. He said, "What now?" Like he was talking about it. He's like, "What you gonna do?"
You gotta bring that out.
And then he said, when 50 and Cameron had their ultimate battle, where Cameron didn't even let Jim Jones and Jewels know that he was going to beef with them, because he was doing it for Alan Grunbach and Koch. He just beefed with
Facts.
50 on the radio
He
to get some sales.
Cam got a check for that.
Cam got a nice check for that, and 2 Benzes. And basically, that's what broke up Dipset. That was like the straw that broke the camel's back, because at this time Jim Jones had balling out, and Mase mentions that Jim got on some ballin' shit. Jim got back to ballin', and you got on some sissy shit.
Like he was hating.
Right, he was hating, yeah. And then he said, when the 50 shit popped up, ever since you want some 50 shit, you ran to Orlando and dipped on the set.
Damn.
And then
that sounds about right, because that's when well, no, he ran, I guess, out of town.
Well, let's keep it real.
Shit happened.
Let's keep it real. He really went out of town because his mom had cancer or something. Something was
But
wrong
that's
with
what
his
he
mother.
said.
Yeah.
But he left out of town right after True Life punched him in the eye.
Right. Oh, and he mentions that. He said smack True Life chain. That supposedly True Life took some Dipset chains around that
definitely.
time.
Remember that? J.R. Ryder
He showed
chain.
him. Yeah, he showed him. Yeah.
Jim Jones chain.
Absolutely. He brings that up. Then he talks about ain't no children of the corn no more. He invented the curve. Cameron was just talking about the curve a few weeks ago, breaking down the curve. But really, May says, I invented the curve, man.
I would say that. Look how many times Mase curved Diddy.
Yeah. And then he also said, use my name. I know that Rep doesn't want to distribute you, but hey, use my name so they can click on it. It's all good. So he's just playing him the whole...
He's trying to say he couldn't get distribution for this mixtape, or he talking about
some red distribution some in the past, yeah. So he says, whenever that happens, you bring my name.
Oh, he talking about the Horse and Carriage, because they did the Horse and Carriage record. And, you know, they couldn't really...
No, I think he's talking about when Cameron went indie, and that's Red Distribution's independent. But that is another thing that probably was brought up in the song, because let's be real, there's so much information in the song that it's impossible to go through. We'll link it below so you guys can check it out, and I suggest you listen to it about 10 times back to back, because there's a lot of stuff. And I'm more interested in what Cameron's going to respond with, because we both know he's a beast.
Oh, yeah, Cam is going to have a response tonight.
Now, Rec brought up a point that he believes that, go ahead, that Dave East and all that. Like,
oh, yeah. Mase definitely letting it be known, like, anybody you cool with, from Dave East to ASAP Mob, I don't care. Like, I'm the oracle of this. I'm the origin why this whole Harlem thing is moving right now.
Right.
So, he basically, I know you cool with them, but if they want to, you know, they want some sauce with the boss, get at me. You know what I'm saying? So Mase letting it be known right now. You don't want no sauce with the boss.
Absolutely.
And he mentioned them by names. Dave East and ASAP Mob.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And getting back to this, when he says you robbed Jewels on some Diddy shit, Jewels and Cameron weren't talking from like 2007 to like 2012 probably, because he was stuck in this Def Jam deal supposedly. Now Cameron said he could have got out of his deal at any time. We don't know the real details about that, but there was friction behind that whole thing.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We all know Jay-Z took over Def Jam at one point and might have shelved Jewel Santana for a few years, you know, because of the whole beef situation. But I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to Cameron response.
Yeah. It's gonna be tonight. Mark my word. This is what
Okay.
Cam does,
I'll actually, I'll agree with Reck on that. It probably will be sometime tonight or tomorrow morning
and
at
it's
the
gonna be
latest.
hard too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard.
And
He
it's going
gonna
to be
get a
hard to top this one, I'll be honest.
nah. Kid, this is
No,
what
no, it's
Cam
going to be
does.
hard, but he's going to do it. But it's going to be, it might take him 24 hours, bro. Let's be honest. Now, he
I'm
might
telling you,
actually have a
Cam,
lot of information just
Cam
on
does
deck.
this in his sleep. Mark my words.
Now, do you think Mase is going to regret bringing this up? Because Cameron's going to get real personal on the next one.
Of
Oh, he
course.
talked
This
about Huddy 6 got in a car crash on a something mission, on a suicide mission or something. What was he talking
Cam or
about?
something.
So was Huddy 6 doing something for Cameron when he got?
That's what Mace was alluding to.
Yeah,
You know.
I don't know.
So we'll see.
Huddy
So
6 is a Harlem legend. He's got a mural out in
facts.
Harlem. So, anyways, we'll keep you guys up to date on what's going on with this. This is Jordan Tower and M.Reck TV.
Yes, sir. And
Make
y'all,
sure-
y'all can watch the. Well, y'all can listen to the audio on M.Reck TV. I got it on my page.
Absolutely.
So the
Oh, okay.
Mates Oracle disc, the Cameron, that's on M.Reck TV. So
Okay, guys, hit that bell, hit that subscribe button on both of our channels, and we'll check you guys on the next video.